Hel, sometimes called Hela, is one of the most misunderstood figures in Norse mythology. Daughter of Loki and Angrboda, she is described as divided in appearance, part living maiden, part corpse. Rather than horror for its own sake, this imagery speaks to the threshold between life and death, the place where change happens quietly and inevitably. When she is brought before Odin, he doesn't cast her out in fear or anger. Instead, he recognizes something necessary in her nature and places her in charge of a realm that will carry her own name, Helheim. She is given lordship over the dead, who pass from all 9 realms, not as punishment, but as stewardship. Hel does not hunt the living or wage war. She governs what simply is, holding space for those whose lives ended without spectacle or glory. In a culture that often celebrated heroic death, Hel's realm reminds us that most lives end in ordinary ways, through illness, age, or quiet circumstance. And those endings are not lesser, they are still worthy of care. The myth suggests that before Hel's rule there was no clear guardian for these souls. Her presence fills a gap in the cosmic order, offering continuity where there might otherwise have been neglect. For some modern practitioners, there can be a gentle pull toward what people call Hel energy. It doesn't feel loud or dramatic. It often shows up as a deep stillness, a sense of tending to grief, endings, or transitions that others might avoid. If you feel that pull, it doesn't mean darkness or danger. More often, it points towards compassion, the quiet work of sitting with what is difficult without trying to force it to change. Hel isn't a villain, and she isn't a symbol of despair. She is a keeper of thresholds, a guardian of rest, and a reminder that care doesn't end just because a life has. In a world that celebrates beginnings and victories, Hel teaches us how to honor endings with dignity and how to find steadiness in the spaces most people overlook.